Hello there, Moltrap here. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, happy birthday to my brother, Barefooted Wonder. And, yes, I was gonna try and sing the Ren and Stimpy happy birthday song, but I can't remember it well enough. But, yeah. Anyway, this is game 2, Rock versus July. Hopefully, Julyzerg will be presenting us all with a birthday present of more ponage of rock. That would be fun to see. This is the World Cyber Games Korea, and in case you haven't seen Game 1, Julyzerg pwned the heck out of a rock. It was really fun to watch because Julyzerg got all kinds of crap and just out macroed the hell out of him. Ultralisks were running around, rampaging about, and there were lings dodging storms and all kinds of cool crap going on. Julyzerg's going to be the Zerg player, in case you need to know which one is which. And the Rock is going to be the Protoss player. He's going to be in blue, over on the right side of the map, around 4:30. Yeah, we're gonna see how things go on this game. I did not check what map this is. It looks like Othello. But I'm gonna have to wait and see. Okay, let's see. When they show Julyzerg's base, I'll be able to figure out what map it is. But yeah, The Rock. He really, like I said before, he almost started to impress me because he was doing pretty well in a lot of the individual leagues. And Rock sending out his 6th probe here. Really early pylon. It could have just. It seems like it was an early pylon. Maybe I'm just tripping, but it looked like he only had like 6 probes there. He may have been sending out a little early because I'm not sure. Maybe he's worried about a rush, perhaps, or something like that. Or maybe I just miscounted. Now he's going to scout, though. He's scouting in the wrong direction, which is unfortunate for Rock. He's going to need to figure out what Julyzerg is doing. Wouldn't be surprised if Julyzerg goes for... Well, let's see. Well, actually, we're going to see what he goes for right now. He's not going for... Let's see. If he goes for another 9 pool. No. Looks like he's going for 12 hatch is what I'm imagining here, because he's got the lings going on. Yeah, he's sending out that drone right there. Rock, again, unfortunately, is not going to be around to stop this hatch from going down. This is Othello. So there's not going to be anything too major going on this map. This is one of the maps with the ridges. You've got a ridge behind your natural. We've seen on occasion, that's an interesting little forge location. We've seen on occasion, he'll probably put his gateway on the other side, make a little bit more of a blockade. We've seen on occasion, people put dragoons. They'll shuttle dragoons up to above the ridge, and that can be pretty effective. Unfortunately, the Zergs do have Zerglings around, so it's not going to be terribly effective because he'll be able to... that girl's totally talking to someone else, not even realizing she's on screen. Looks like... Oh, yeah, okay, he did finally get a scout in there. He saw the 12 hatch build, so he's going to put down his Nexus. After Forge, because he had to put that Forge down just in case, but now he's got the Forge up, and he's able to get things moving along with his Nexus, and he'll be able to put down cannons next. He may theoretically put down... may theoretically put down a gateway before cannons. I think he could probably afford to do that because the 12 hatch will delay those links quite a while. He'll be able to definitely get that cannon up or two before anything goes on. Those guys are pretty excited to be there. It's always fun seeing the player. I think it's a really cool thing, personally, how they show people in the audience. I guess they do that at all kinds of different sports too. Like I went to a San Francisco Giants game the other day, and they even did it like on the big screen. Usually not when there was play happening, but they did it between innings and stuff. And it's kind of a fun thing. Except then they had a thing at the end of the game where they're like, if you were displayed on the big screen, you can buy a DVD of yourself for $25. It's like, wow, only $25 to like glimpse 5 seconds of myself? Great! Wow, that's some souvenir, you freaking jerks. And some Zerglings coming out here. Rock, very nicely done. Very nicely done. Rock bringing out those probes, blocking just at the perfect time. I just spat a nice little spitball on my screen. It's now a big dot in the middle of Julyzerg's base there. Anyway, sorry. What was I saying now? Oh, yes. Very nice timing, putting that cannon down. He knew that he could block with those probes, and that's why he put down the gateway first. And now he's getting a nice little blockade there. Cybernetics core going down. Beautiful blockade. He's going to be able to stop Julyzerg from getting in there. Unfortunately, that does mean that he is playing defensive. I mean, basically, this build is a defensive build. You have to play defensive, and the result of this build is that you get your economy up. The risk, on the other hand, is that you give control of the Zerg player to the beginning of the game. Let them do whatever they want, basically. Kind of. Oftentimes, you do see players expand like this, and they'll get 4 or 5 zealots and move out. And if the Zerg has gone for too much economy, can catch him off guard. But Julyzerg, he's getting some lings out here, so he's going to be well prepared for that. Interesting, he's actually producing several Zerglings. He may be doing this in anticipation of a little zealot squad running out and trying to pick off some drones here. And there's the Spire! Yes! We may see a Muta Rush, 3-hatch Muta Rush from Julyzerg here after all. The Stargate is going to be up. He's probably going to be able to get a Corsair or 2 out before these Mutalisks would arrive. Julyzerg could be doing the same thing as last game, of course. Could just be going for the Spire early so he can get some Scourges out to basically chase the Corsairs around, make sure they can't do any damage or harassment, and then go for quick Lurkers is what he did last game, and that was pretty effective. Not terribly effective, because Rock had his observers out pretty quickly after the Lurkers came in. But it was nice. It was a nice touch. It kept Rock off guard enough for him to get a 4th base going and then just macro the hell out of him. In any case, let's see here. It looks like Rock may be expecting some possible Mutalisks. He hasn't been able to see Julyzerg's base yet in a while. Whoa, Zerglings going in there. There's all those Zerglings that he was trying to rush in with, and 2 get in. And this is actually a very common tactic by Julyzerg. That was not an attack. That was a scout. And Julyzerg does this a lot, where he'll send in an entire squad of Zerglings in to see what the other person is doing. And really, it really turns out to be, especially in the hands of someone as smart as Julyzerg, it's a very smart tactic. That one Zergling just taunting, just toying with those probes, running away, letting them get close, then running away, letting them... Oh, no! Oh! Oh, man, I think it was just diving in, one last attempt to see how many cannons Rock had there by his main base. But yeah, Rock, I think, suspecting this this Muta push, putting down a cannon in his main, but he doesn't know it's coming, so he hasn't committed a lot of forces to this. I don't think he's going to be prepared for this. There's a ton of Mutalisks coming out. He's going to have 1 Corsair out, 1 Corsair, possibly 2 Corsairs when this arrives, and Julyzerg is going to have a crap ton of Mutalisks, and he's going to be able to absolutely slaughter this. He's going to go straight for the Corsair. No, he's going to micro around, actually. Doesn't want to go in there. Maybe too many cannons at the front door. He looks like he might be able to go around there. And the hidden Scourges. It's a very nice trick that we've seen a lot sometimes.